Kurama and Son Goku. Such fine names. So this episode of Naruto Shippuden actually did quite a bit. Filler free. Did quite a bit of progression with the story, and we learned a lot of different things about a lot of the characters, mainly the Tailed Beast. To me, one of the most important factors about this episode, personally, is since it is a long time coming, is learning more about the QB. First of all, learning that his name is Kurama, he has a name, and it has previously been shown that the Tailed Beasts do have names. For example, the One Tails, I don't know if it was actually outright said, but we've known for a long time that the One Tails had a name. He was Shukaku of the Sand. So it kind of always made me wonder, well, you know, what was the name of the Nine Tails, what was the other Tailed Beast, what they had names and whatnot, and to finally learn his name after all this time, it was freaking great. You know, you get his name, and you also learn a bit about him, because for the longest time, we just thought the Nine Tails was a demon. You know, he was just angry because he's a fox, and that was it. But with this episode, we get character development with him. Yes, the fox gets character development. Deal with it. Learning that his hatred and anger is due to humans and the way they treated him. He looks back, and you see Madara told him he's pretty much nothing more than a servant and a weapon for the Uchiha. Everybody has said in one way or another how they need to suppress him and how he's a tool. Basically treating him like nothing more than a weapon and a slave. Hell, anybody'd be mad at that point. But with Naruto is different. Obviously, you know, it's always the theme that Naruto is a bit different than everyone, and he's a good-hearted person, and he was one of the first people to treat Kurama and talk to Kurama like, yo, you're more than just that. I want to be friends with you. And the things that he was saying to the Four Tails of how pretty much he's jealous of the relationship that the Hachibi and B have together. To me, that's the driving force right now that might give Kurama a change of heart. Because if there's one thing we know Naruto to do, is that he has the power to change people. Even the Nine Tails is incarnation of evil, supposedly. I'd have to say that if there was a problem with this episode, it would definitely be the animation, but I'm mainly talking about that beginning scene with Sasuke. While it was an epic scene, and I'm not gonna lie, I was hyped to see Sasuke back. It's been a very long time. The animation of when the Zetsu was getting blown away and when Sasuke was moving and everything, it just really looked at almost like fan animation. Which really sucks because I was looking forward to this scene for a long time, and I was wondering why they didn't throw it in. It's possible that they animated this in an earlier batch and they just saved this little piece and threw it onto this episode, because they also followed up with the Suigetsu and Jugo scene as well. So it's kind of all coming together how Suigetsu, Jugo, and Sasuke possibly might meet up. And them eyes, yo, them eyes. He finally got his EMS, so we got progression as well. The surgery is done, the healing process is done, and Sasuke is heading to the battlefield. But right now, the big question is, them EMS eyes of Sasuke, do they give him enough strength to go up against QB Chakra Mode Naruto? Where is the power scale right now? Is Sasuke even to him, stronger than him? Did he get this power up that is going to actually give him the strength to put Naruto down if they go up against each other? And just overall, how strong is he? Those EMS eyes, do they give him enough strength to go up against what? I'm sure he could sense different things going on. Is he going to go over to Naruto? Where is he planning on going over to fight? I'm just glad they finally added in that scene with Sasuke, because that was supposed to happen a bit earlier and they kind of just held it back and just decided to stick it onto this episode. If I'm not mistaken, that might have happened before Madara showed up. Again, I could be wrong. But like I was saying earlier, the best thing about this episode definitely is the whole thing with the Bijus, seeing Son Goku and Naruto talking, and just learning more about them, and that, you know, this is something that I feel as though within the series that wasn't touched upon, and I really wish that part 1 would have had more about it. Exploring the Tailed Beasts, who they are, what they about, the Jinchuriki themselves. To just see Kurama really thinking about everything that humans did to him and everything, it was really touching, and just shows Kurama had a reason to be pissed off all this time. And also kind of liked how they talked about the One Tails a little bit when Kurama and the Hachibi were actually talking. Why the One Tails hated Kurama so much. Because Kurama had this type of look of, well, the more tails you have, the more stronger you are. He even tells the Hachibi, yo, you're second to me. You should take care of this problem immediately. And that might explain a little bit why in part 1 Shukaku was the way he was, just going crazy, because he might have felt, yo, this is the Nine Tails. I hate the Nine Tails, so I'm gonna go hard. Still makes me wonder where the hell is Shukaku when all this is going on right now. Overall, very good episode. The only problem with this episode was the animation. Everything else, you know, we got progression. We got a couple of revelations about things that have been going on for a long time. We got some cool battles. If only they would have done that Sasuke scene justice. But still, overall, 8.5 out of 10. Very good episode. Can't wait for next week. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we have a double episode next week. So that's right, 2 episodes. And if I'm correct, something very epic is gonna happen. I'll leave it at that. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for Kurama, because everything humans did to him, he had a goddamn reason to be upset, and I don't blame him. I'm Forever World, and as always, people, have an awesome day.